Can you imagine a day in the US with no traffic lights? Well, welcome to Bhutan, where the capital Thimphu is the only city in the world where traffic flows smoothly without a single light, just the calm guidance of traffic officers. It's just one of the many unique surprises this magical country has to offer. Did you know that the Kingdom of Bhutan is recognized for being one of the most isolated destinations in the world? It's a mountainous country situated at the eastern end of the Himalayas, which hinders access and communication with other countries. But they also voluntarily isolate themselves to preserve their culture and independence. Bhutan is one of the few countries where you can observe a low influence of modern culture. It was in 1974 when the Bhutanese government began to allow the entry of foreigners into the country, but in very limited quantities. In the 18th century, the English attempted to establish relations, but they did not succeed, and to this day, only a few countries have diplomatic relations with Bhutan. This makes it one of the most authentic places in the world, as it still retains its traditions, customs, architecture, and ancestral society. But I can tell you many other curious facts about this country. Stay with me, because Bhutan is truly a unique country that will not leave you indifferent. 1. In Bhutan, success is not measured by gross domestic product, but by happiness. They focus on gross national happiness, which is based on the idea that the true wealth of a country is not found in money or material goods, but in the well-being and happiness of its people. This data is measured through 4 fundamental pillars: sustainable socio-economic development, environmental conservation, preservation of culture, and good governance. They even have a Minister of Happiness, whose function is to promote and achieve the well-being of the population. The King of Bhutan, about whom I will soon tell you, has stated on several occasions that the happiness of his people is more important than material wealth. Therefore, Bhutan is distant from capitalism, which means that they do not have a high material wealth, although culturally they value spiritual wealth more, which, as you will see, they have much more developed. 2. Bhutan is one of the smallest countries in the world, with 14,692 square miles and a population of about 800,000 people. The Bhutanese have a strong connection with nature, a developed spirituality, and place great importance on the care of health and the environment. It's the first country to be carbon negative, meaning it absorbs more carbon dioxide than it emits also. It is the only country in the world where the sale and production of tobacco is prohibited, a measure that seeks to protect the health of its citizens and promote a healthier lifestyle. 3. Bhutan is the only country in the world to completely ban the production and sale of tobacco, demonstrating its strong commitment to protecting public health. This policy aims to reduce the harmful effects of tobacco on people's health and promote a healthier lifestyle. Additionally, the tobacco ban reflects the philosophy of life in Bhutan, where the well-being and spiritual values of the community are prioritized. These measures also contribute to the country's environmental protection strategy and sustainable development goals. Bhutan has shown that prioritizing the health of its citizens is crucial even when it means making a decision that stands apart from the rest of the world. Four, Bhutan has been isolated until not long ago. It began to open up to the world from the 1960s during the reign of the third king of Bhutan, Shigme Dorji Wangchuk, when the country initiated a modernization process to improve the quality of life of its population and develop diplomatic relations with other countries, although initially the restrictions were very strict in 1974. Bhutan allowed the entry of a limited number of foreign tourists. This restrictive tourism policy is called high-value, low-impact tourism, which aims to protect the environment, culture, and traditions of Bhutan while generating income to finance development and improve the lives of its citizens. In addition, Bhutan established diplomatic relations with countries like India in 1949 and joined international organizations like the United Nations in 1971, which also contributed to opening the country to the world. There is internet in the country, which inevitably has an influence on the population, especially on the younger generations. However, Bhutan remains relatively isolated and distanced from other countries, a fact that is reflected in that it currently only has embassies or consulates in Australia, Thailand, Belgium, Bangladesh, Kuwait, India, Switzerland, and the United States. They have maintained a policy of neutrality in international affairs, avoiding involvement in conflicts and political alliances. Six, mass media arrived in Bhutan quite late. Compared to most countries in the world, it was in 1999 when the government finally allowed television and internet access, which was done as part of an effort to modernize the country and improve the quality of life of its population. Similarly, it was the last country to introduce the radio in 1988. Despite this openness, the government has maintained some control over content promoting educational and cultural programs, instead of purely commercial or entertainment content. 7. Due to this isolation from the world, the Bhutanese did not know that the marijuana plant can be consumed until the radio and television arrived before they discovered it. The locals collected it and prepared it to give to pigs. Currently, it is illegal and can carry up to 5 years in prison. 7. Until 1961. It had no paved roads, and the only way to travel was on foot or horseback. Today, the most common forms of transportation are private vehicles, taxis, and buses. The latter connect the main cities for air transport. There are 4 airports throughout the country, although flights are limited in more remote areas due to the mountainous geography and lack of infrastructure. There are 3 main options: walking, horse riding, and riding yaks. Although yaks are used more as pack animals, also it is one of the few countries where there are no trains or railways. 8. The capital of Bhutan, Thimphu, is the only city in the world without traffic lights, creating a unique and distinctive atmosphere. Instead of using traffic lights, police officers directly manage the flow of traffic at intersections, ensuring order and harmony in movement. This policy not only maintains peace, but also reflects Bhutan's cultural identity, where everything is gently controlled and coordinated, avoiding chaos. Thimphu offers a calm and serene ambiance where residents can experience tranquility in their daily lives. The absence of traffic lights also fosters a sense of community awareness and mutual respect among the people. 9. The modern postal service in Bhutan was established in 1962. Before there was a rudimentary messaging system through foot messengers, who carried important messages and packages between the districts and towns of the country, With the arrival of the modern postal service, postal stamps and post offices were implemented in different parts of the country, thus improving communication and the exchange of goods and services. 10. Paro International Airport is Bhutan's only international airport, the main gateway to the country. For most tourists, it is known for being one of the most difficult and dangerous airports in the world for landing and taking off, due to the complicated geographical conditions being at an altitude of 733 feet on descent. The pilot has to zigzag between mountains, sometimes rectify trajectories and land quickly on a runway of only 3,937 feet. Landings can only be made during the day, and if there are clouds or other adverse weather conditions, the flight can be diverted. Moreover, it is done manually, following procedures that have been designed by experienced pilots. Only a few pilots worldwide are qualified to land at this airport. The two national airlines, Druk Air and Bhutan Airlines, operate flights to and from destinations such as India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Thailand, and Singapore. 11. The kings of Bhutan have ruled since the creation of the monarchy in 1907, when Seer Ugyen Wangchuck was crowned as the first Dragon King. Since then, the monarchy has passed through 5 generations of the same family. The current king is also known as Duruk Galpo, crowned in 2008, following the abdication of his father. King Higme Singye Wangchuck Druk Yalpo is known for his charisma and closeness to his people. He studied at prestigious universities in the United Kingdom and the United States, which has allowed him to balance tradition and modernity in his style of governance. His wife is the Dragon Queen, consort of Bhutan. She is famous for her beauty, elegance, interest in art, painting, and basketball. She was born in 1990. And when she married the king in October 2011 at 21, she became the youngest queen consort in the world. Hatsun Pema is not of royal birth, but she comes from a distinguished family. She studied in India and the United Kingdom. She and the king are parents to 2 sons, Crown Prince and Prince Ugyen Wangchuck. 12. In 2008, the constitution was approved and Bhutan transitioned from being an absolute monarchy to a constitutional monarchy based on Buddhist philosophy, human rights, and other modern constitutions. Although the king's powers have been limited, he remains a significant figure in Bhutan. He is the head of state, playing a key role in the formation of the government and legislation. He also plays an important role in promoting the welfare and unity of the Bhutanese people. However, he does not have absolute powers and must act in accordance with the laws and regulations set forth by the Constitution. 13. In Bhutan is one of the wonders built by humankind, the Tiger's Nest Monastery, located on a cliff in the Paro Valley, 11,483 feet above sea level. It is one of the most sacred and venerated places in Bhutan. One of the most visited destinations by Bhutanese pilgrims and travelers, its origin dates back to the 8th century, when Guru Padma Sambhava, also known as Guru Rinpoche, is believed to have introduced Buddhism to Bhutan and Tibet. According to legend, Rinpoche flew from Tibet to where the monastery now stands on the back of a tigress who was actually a queen consort who had transformed the guru, meditated in a cave on the cliff for 3 years, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, and 3 hours, subduing local demons and converting them into protectors of the Dharma, which are Buddhist teachings. The current complex was built in the 17th century, around the cave. Wherein Poche meditated, it consists of several interconnected temples and shrines with narrow passages and stairs carved into the rock. 14. The capital of Bhutan is Thimphu, located in the valley of the Thimphu River, with an altitude of 7,657 feet above sea level. It is one of the highest capitals in the world. It is also the only capital in the world without traffic lights. Traffic officers direct the flow of vehicles from booths at major intersections. In fact, there are no traffic lights throughout the country, despite being the country's capital. Thimphu has a calm and peaceful atmosphere. Its buildings follow a traditional Bhutanese architectural style, with one of its landmarks being Natashi Chojang, a monastery, fortress housing the king's offices, and the summer residence of the He Khenpo, Bhutan's spiritual leader. The capital is also home to the Buddha Dordanma, a massive Buddha statue located atop a hill standing at 169 feet high, one of the largest statues in the world. Other Bhutanese localities include Paro, known for its fortresses and monasteries, such as the Paro Jang, and the Tiger's Nest Puns, Halling, where one of the border crossings with India is located, Punakha, the old capital until 1955. Home to the Palace of Great Happiness, Hakar, in the heart of Bhutan, and hosting religious festivals like the Hambai Lakandrup and Tronza, birthplace of the Wangchuk dynasty, the royal family. The majority religion in Bhutan is Mahayana, or Vajrayana Buddhism, practiced by 85% of the population. This is a unique and esoteric form of Buddhism found mainly in Tibet and the Himalayan region. Bhutanese integrate their religious beliefs and practices into their daily lives, whether through meditation, pilgrimages to sacred sites, recitation of mantras, or the use of prayer flags, which can be seen waving throughout the country. These colored flags carry imprinted prayers and mantras, which are believed to be carried by the wind to bless the environment and the people who inhabit it. 17. If you are going to Bhutan as a traveler, there are several things you need to keep in mind. Do not play loud music, including in national parks or religious places. It is rude to take photos or videos of people without asking for permission. If you want to take photos inside monasteries, ask for permission first. Selling and producing tobacco is prohibited in Bhutan, but consuming it privately in designated places is allowed. If you carry cigarettes, make sure it is permitted at the time, and you should only smoke them in designated areas. In religious places, like zhongs, you will need to wear long-sleeved clothing and long pants. Avoid using plastics or single-use items, as Bhutanese people are very mindful of the environment. In fact, plastic bags have been banned since 1999. 18. Finally, since much of the country is at high altitudes, you could suffer from altitude sickness. So it's recommended to be prepared by consulting a doctor before going and bringing medicine. Something not very well known is that you can enter Bhutan from India. So if you are Indian or there, you can consider this option. Entering from Tibet is not possible. Regarding currency, you can use the local one called Nagaltram or New, but you can also bring US dollars for buying souvenirs or tipping. Do not criticize the royal family and avoid discussing sensitive political topics. Bhutan a place that captures the heart and spirit, a hidden spiritual paradise in the Himalayas, where the beauty of its landscapes intertwines with a serene way of life, showcasing the happiness found in simplicity